Today, we're talking about something incredibly hopeful, and that is the fact that your arteries can repair themselves. Even if you've had heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, or a previous heart attack, your arteries still have the ability to improve in flexibility, function, and blood flow. This session is all about the simple, evidence-based ways to restore the health of your arteries. In this session, I want to teach you one of the most powerful and overlooked ways to support your arteries, improve circulation, and help your heart work less hard. If you've watched my videos on arterial stiffening or flexibility, you've already started this work. And today, we're taking it one step further. Arteries are meant to be flexible, elastic tubes. They expand and contract with every heartbeat. But over time, several factors stiffen and damage the arterial walls, such as high blood pressure, high sugar diets, inflammation, and chronic stress. Other common causes of arterial damage include high LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, smoking, long periods of sitting, poor sleep, and aging. When your arteries stiffen, your heart has to pump harder to circulate the blood that your body, brain, and muscles demand, and that raises the risk of heart attack, stroke, memory decline, and kidney disease. So the goal is not just to prevent more damage, but to make the arteries flexible again. And yes, that is absolutely possible. One of the most powerful ways your body repairs arteries is through compounds called nitric oxide, NO for short. Your body makes this natural chemical by converting nitrates acquired from certain foods into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide acts as a vasodilator. That means it allows your arteries to relax and widen and stay flexible so your blood can flow freely. But when nitric oxide is low, your arteries stiffen and narrow, so your blood pressure rises and your heart has to work harder. Nitric oxide is made by the delicate innermost lining of your arteries, called the endothelium. However, diabetes patients suffer from endothelial dysfunction, and this dysfunction in their endothelium causes the following. It reduces blood vessel flexibility, increases the inflammatory response, increases the influx of cholesterol, and increases the formation of blood clots. Each of these contributes to heart disease. That's why 32% of patients with type 2 diabetes also have heart disease. Nitric oxide can improve vascular function and responsiveness, which reduces the progression and complications of both diabetes and heart disease. Here's what nitric oxide does. It relaxes the arteries, widens the arteries, called dilation, improves blood flow, reduces blood pressure, prevents clots, and reduces plaque buildup. So in other words, more nitric oxide equals younger, healthier arteries. Less nitric oxide equals stiffer, aging arteries. After age 40, nitric oxide production drops. Inactivity suppresses it even more. The good news is your daily choices control nitric oxide production. You can boost it at any age, and I'm going to show you exactly how to boost it naturally. Your body makes nitric oxide from the nitrates found naturally in certain fruits and vegetables. To be clear, though, they're not the same as artificial nitrates that are added to processed meats. The most powerful sources for dietary nitrates are beets and beetroot juice, arugula, the highest natural nitrate, spinach and leafy greens, celery, radishes, bok choy, and watermelon. A few examples of easy nitric oxide boosting meals are a beet smoothie, arugula or kale salad, or even a watermelon ice. Your endothelium needs antioxidants. Antioxidants protect your cells from damage, which helps reduce inflammation. Antioxidants also help boost available nitric oxide. Add these antioxidant-rich and anti-inflammatory foods such as berries, citrus, apples, green tea, turmeric, garlic, ginger, and walnuts. Cooking, boiling, steaming, broiling, baking, blanching, and dehydrating all destroy the nitrates necessary for nitric oxide production. So eat nitric oxide producing foods raw. Some foods reduce nitric oxide and stiffen arteries. These include fried foods, foods high in sugar, processed meats, foods high in saturated fats, foods high in sodium, and ultra-processed foods. Your key takeaway: eat more raw plants, eat more color, eat more greens, and that single shift will help your arteries heal. Every time you move and your muscles contract, your blood flow increases. And that increase in flow and the shear stress on blood vessels stimulate your arterial lining to make and release more nitric oxide. That's why even short bouts of movement, what I call movement snacks, help keep your arteries flexible. In one study, people with poor trunk flexibility and hamstring flexibility had stiffer arteries. Stretching those muscles boosts circulation and the availability of nitric oxide. If you haven't already, check out my video on arterial stiffening and flexibility, which was based on this study. The most powerful and accessible exercises for artery repair are walking, especially 10 minutes after every meal, swimming, light to moderate cycling, chair squats, stretching, and strength training. Movement is the body's way of saying, wake up, make more nitric oxide. The best part, you don't need to join a gym. One of the quickest ways to stiffen arteries is prolonged sitting. So follow the 28-2 formula. This formula is based off of a work break strategy. For every 30 minutes, you'll sit for 20 of those minutes, stand for 8 minutes, and move for 2 minutes. Apply the 28-2 formula whenever you're sitting for long periods, whether you're working at your computer, watching TV, or engaged in your favorite hobby. And while you're standing, do a set of calf raises to accelerate blood flow to your lower extremities. Small movements trigger a big nitric oxide boost. Chronic stress releases stress hormones like cortisol that constrict your arteries. This is the opposite of what we want. But even 1 minute of deep breathing increases the production and release of nitric oxide and relaxes the entire vascular system. Try this. It's called 4-7-8 breathing. And what I like about it is that you can do it sitting, standing, or laying down. So start by pulling your shoulders back so you can expand your chest and take a deep breath through your nose for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then hold your breath for 7, and then exhale out slowly for 8 counts. And then repeat the cycle 4 times. Just 4 rounds of 4-7-8 breathing stimulate your vagus nerve and send calming signals to your brain. I prescribe 4-7-8 breathing to my patients to help them lower their blood pressure and reduce anxiety. In studies, it's been effective at reducing systemic inflammation and activating the parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and restore system. During sleep, your arteries repair microscopic damage, but this happens only during deeper sleep cycles. To get a deep sleep, number 1, keep your room dark and wear an eye mask. The pineal gland in your brain releases melatonin, your sleep regulating hormone, when it senses complete darkness. Number 2, avoid screens 60 minutes before bedtime. Number 3, go to bed within the same 30-minute window. And lastly, number 4, limit late night eating. Remember, better sleep leads to better artery repair. Here's your simple artery repair formula. Every day, eat something green. Move every half hour. Include 1 to 2 nitrate-rich raw plants. Better yet, have raw greens at every meal. Reduce sugar and fried foods. Do 1 to 2 minutes of deep breathing. And get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Uninterrupted sleep if possible. That's it. Short, simple, doable. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Even improving just one of these habits boosts nitric oxide and circulation. I hope this helps you understand how much power you have to improve your circulation naturally. Your arteries aren't fixed in their damaged state. They're dynamic, living, healing tissues. Every stretch you do, every step you take, every green vegetable you eat, every breath you take is a message to your arteries to repair and rejuvenate. Thank you for taking this healing journey with me. Let's keep working together towards stronger hearts, healthier arteries, and a better quality of life. Take care, and I'll see you in my next video.